Hey everyone, off the mic Sports Network here. Some more NFL content here, and we're not talking about the teams in the playoffs. It's weird because, like, hey, head coaching cycle always dominates the news cycle, and one of the big job openings is the Dallas Cowboys. And the report a couple weeks, actually like a week or so ago, was that Deion Sanders might be interested. Um, I said on here, you could go watch the video. I think that would have been a train wreck. Um, but the way that this head coach search is going is even more bizarre than I've ever imagined. Like the Dallas Cowboys, reportedly, from a couple of people, like Kellen Moore is seemingly one of the main people that they're going to want to interview. He's still involved in the playoffs. They can't hire him. Rumors are going around that Brian Schottenheimer, the son of Marty, Brian Schottenheimer, offensive coordinator, the sitting offensive coordinator in Dallas, is going to get an interview, and some people are saying the Cowboys may be prepared to offer him this job. What? We went from Deion Sanders to Brian Schottenheimer? What? Brian Schottenheimer has been an assistant coach in the NFL since 1997. I was 8 years old when that was going on. I'm 35. He's been an assistant coach in the NFL for almost 30 years and has never been a head coach. You mean to tell me that's who you're going to hire? This screams Jerry Jones. He wants a puppet. He wants a guy to be his puppet. He doesn't want to give up control. And the modern NFL, coaches need control, okay? This organization, and Andrew Marks, my buddy, who you've seen on the Mad Sports Show, could probably attest to this even more than I could. This organization is a giant, whopping clown car of an organization. They have not been to a conference championship game in about 30 years. That is insane to think about. And you think Brian Schottenheimer is going to be your guy, a lifelong coordinator and position coach who has been on NFL and college staffs for almost 30 years, never been a head coach? That's your solution? You kidding me? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. It's Jerry Jones. He's got the biggest ego of any owner, maybe in all of professional sports. But if that, like, Deion Sanders on some level I can understand because he's got the cachet and he's got the, the wow factor, and he's been a former player. He loves Jerry Jones and he's been a head coach. He hasn't been a head coach at the professional level. Brian Schottenheimer, that makes no fucking sense. Kellen Moore, I would get. It's still, I wouldn't be lighting the world on fire because I don't know if he's even really cut out to be a head coach. Like, he's a decent coordinator, and he's kind of elevated his stock after a bad year in Los Angeles with the Chargers last year. He goes to the Eagles, and he's got the Eagles in the AFC Championship game. But that being said, Jalen Hurts has kind of regressed. So I just don't know. And if you're just going to promote in-house and promote a guy who's been a lifelong coordinator like Brian Schottenheimer, it only feeds the narrative that even though we talk about the Cowboys like they're this big deal, they are an absolute freaking clown car, grease fire, tire fire, whatever you want to call it. They're one of the biggest disasters in all of sports. Because like I said, no logic to that whatsoever. So if you want to go hire Brian Schottenheimer, I understand Marty Schottenheimer did a lot of great things in the NFL. There's a reason why his son has not been ever hired as a head coach. He's not cut out to be. Nobody is looking to hire this guy to be their head coach except the Dallas Cowboys. What does that tell you? All right, that's it for me for now. I'll have a lot more coming up. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.